Hi, I'm Team Johnston from Team Johnston Real Estate, and welcome to this week's Real Estate Minute. So, you think you want to be a landlord, which is great. I'm a landlord, and I love being a landlord, and sometimes I don't like being a landlord. There's a lot of talk right now about rent control and things that the government's trying to do to sort of cool down this market, and one of the things that they've talked about is rent control. And once again, if you're new at being a landlord, this is something that absolutely does impact you. I can't, overstate enough how much impact this could have on you, as well as how important it is for you to stay educated and informed. Rent control basically saying you can only increase your rent by X number of dollars or X number of percent per year. Some of you that are out there that are renting or thinking of renting will do all inclusive. So what happens if Hydro ever raise their rents, or raise their rates, which we all know happens? You could perhaps be in a bit of trouble. Let's say you're expecting $50 a month cash flow, and all of a sudden the hydro went up, the gas went up, and your water went up, and all of a sudden you find out, oh my goodness, I was planning $50 a month, now I'm getting $0 a month. If that impacts you, then you need to be aware of these sorts of things. So maybe you don't have an all-inclusive. There are a bunch of other factors that you need to be aware about before you get into renting. So you found the perfect rent, or found the perfect place. So when you find the perfect property, you think this is great. Have you done a great property financial analysis? Meaning, have you looked at what your monthly costs are? Do you know how much the location is going up in the area? Do you know how much the current rents are? All of these things you need to be informed about before you actually buy a rental property. And the other things are, do you know how to get a good tenant? Where do you place your ad? What kind of an ad? Do you know how to screen your tenants? Do you also know how to give them a proper lease? Do you also know your rights? Do you know your tenants' rights? There's a lot of things to know about. The other thing is, have you thought about managing the property? Are you going to manage the property? Are you going to be hiring a management company? All those things that may come into play. You may say, I'm going to buy a place in London, and then you think, oh my goodness, I can't manage a place in London, and I have nowhere have I built in the budget to have a property management company. These are the kinds of conversations that we need to be having with you before you buy your rental property. The other thing is, are you familiar with the RTA, as it's called, the Residential Tenancy Act of Ontario? You absolutely must be familiar with this. Tenants have rights as well as you have rights. And if you make errors in the Residential Tenancy Act with any of the forms that your tenants are filling out, or you have your tenants filled out, you could be in a lot of trouble, as could they, and this can cost you a lot of money. But again, if you educate yourself and you understand what it is that that you need to be doing and using the correct forms and filling them out correctly, then you'll absolutely minimize your chance of any difficulties arising. So if you think you're ready to buy an investment property, as you can see that I briefly did a brief overview of some of the factors to consider. Give Chris and I a call. Let's make sure that you have all your ducks in a row and that you are really truly able to buy an investment property that gives you great success, as well as gives your tenants lots of years of happiness living in your home. And thanks so much. And again, thanks for joining us in the Real Estate Minute. Thank you.